SHTF and the long game. This is where you need to start making preparations, because the way I see it, the long game now begins. I remember back in Cuba when the Soviet Union collapsed and they started rationing bread. Prior to that, bread was not in the, what is that thing called? La libreta. Ration book. It was not part of it. But when the Soviet Union collapsed, there was no more flour coming in. So they started rationing bread. And they came out on the news and they say, from now on, we're going to be rationing bread 1 per person per day. It's yay big. That's it. That's the size of the bread. Hard like a rock. So I saw the lines of people buying bread in the Havana, like buying as much as possible by the sags. I mean, literally, they would get a sag and just put everything inside a bag, if you will, as much as they could, and they will go home and toast the bread, and they will put it away in square boxes, metal boxes. The crackers saltines used to go, they used to sell saltines like that, like boxes of metal boxes. If I find a picture, I will put it here so you guys will understand. Man, they spend night long, and I know this because I see it. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. It's not like, oh, you were told. No, I saw it. I lived through this. Especially people in Havana. Havana is the biggest city in Cuba. Prepare? That's a foreign concept for anybody in the Havana. I did not knew a single individual living in Havana who were a prepper at all. The countryside was a different story. But in the Havana, the city, no. 100% dependent on the bodega, the store. 100% dependent on government. They got hit the hardest. They truly did. That's where people started raising chickens in apartments. That's where people started raising pigs in their bathrooms, in apartments. That's where a lot of people got really sick. Because on top of doing all of that, electricity will go out for hours. Water will get cut off. So you have an animal now defecating in the tub or in the shower with you having no water to clean it. Sewers were backing. Oh gosh, it was horrible. There was a saying that if you ever to live in an apartment, never live in the lower floors. Never. Deal with the stairs. Deal with them all day long. But never be in the lower floors, because always you're going to have issues with fecal matter. Venezuela happened the other day, and people are like, yeah, I mean, freedom, this and that. I got a couple of emails of people saying, Billy, I think Cuba is next. I wish Cuba is next. I truly do. I truly do, that after over 60 years, the U.S. finally goes and liberate the Cuban people. I truly, truly do hope for that. But let's face what we are dealing with right now, which is Venezuela. There are so many stories out there, and I already give you my thoughts on if things go bad in Colombia and Mexico and all of that. If you had not seen that video, go see it. You may have it aha moment. Nonetheless, we are thinking about Venezuela oil, but we don't have it yet. Remember, if you start counting the eggs before the chicken laid the eggs, all you're doing is living in a fantasy. Now other countries are looking at what we did. We essentially kidnapped a president. So now we set the precedent for other countries to do it. Something to think. The other thing is, yeah, we want the oil. We need the oil. But I want you to consider this. What do we want the oil for? Energy, right? If they're going to do something, where you think they're going to do it to? Electricity, electric companies, power stations. You want our oil? We're going to damage your electric grid. Our electric grid sucks. It really does. People without electricity, a lot of people are not going to make it. I hear all the time. When I used to have the comment section, I lived without electricity before, I would do it again. I'm not saying that you can't do it, but it's hard. Really, really hard. And it only gets harder as you get older. But folks ignore that fact because in their mind, they're still 16 years old. They're still 18 years old. Shoot, they're still 25 and they are in their prime. We are not in our prime anymore. So we need to start thinking about the long game. I started this year saying that I will not recommend anything but 22s. I started this year saying, hey, you got to put as much as possible away. I am here today to tell you that we need to start planning for the long-term game. And you need to start planning right now. Right now, because you still have the ability to go to the store and buy supplies, buy resources. Do you want to be like those people when I was in Cuba running to the bakery or to the doing the lines? And the lines, you should have seen it. The lines will go around the block. People waiting in line to get as much bread as possible. They didn't know how to prepare. Because people in the city are almost 100% dependent on the stores. People got sick because they started raising animals in places that are not meant to be for raising animals. I always hear the toilet paper. This is something that I heard it before, and now I throw a word of caution one time, and I will say it again because people tend to have a very short memory span. Oh, use cloth to, clean yourself, number 2, and then wash it and whatnot. Okay. Toilet paper was nowhere to be found. People start getting teachers and ripping them and using them and then washing them. But because it didn't boil the thing, the water and all of that, because it didn't have bleach to disinfect all of that, people got sick. Guys, you guys don't understand. You guys don't understand that a lot of people say things just because they may have heard somebody saying it, but because they had never lived through it. They just don't know. Horrible idea. The whole idea of having teachers or whatnot to clean you behind, yeah, use it, throw it away, burn it. Don't recycle. Don't play with poop. You will get sick. That's how That's how pandemics happen. Nonetheless, long game. What I'm doing today is I put away 1,410 shells. I'm not telling you that you need to do this. I'm not telling you that at all. I'm telling you to keep focusing on 22. Whatever you do, 22. I have the 22s. Hence the fact that I am now looking at other things and I'm still getting more 22s. But where I'm at, I don't bite chicken. I don't. I hunt for my bird meat. And this is what I use. I can use something else, but this is my preferred method. Behind me, what you see is a Savage Model 42. I am not recommending you to get it at all. I'm telling you what I'm using. Something that I like. Every shot is one bird. Every bird is one meal per person. 75 cents is what I pay. A lot more expensive than 22. But every shot that I shot with that one was a bird. More than one, I needed to use 2 bullets. So I'm just giving you straight up so you can understand. And again, I'm not telling you to go get it. Thus far, it worked really well for me. What I am advising you to get is this. The Ruger, the 1022, the takedown preferably. That one is a takedown too. But why am I not recommending you that? Because these suckers are more expensive than this. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You will get 100 rounds for approximately $10. You will get 25 for approximately $18. It is not cost effective unless you're doing what I'm doing. Did that work? Absolutely. Has it misfire or anything? It's simple as it can be. Does it require magazine? No. It's a takedown? Yes. Do I have to deal, if I lost a magazine, I'm done? No. But again, I will never recommend you this right here. Because a 1022, a takedown, may cost you $250. This will cost you double. No. You need to get as much firepower as possible and put away as much ammo as possible. I'm just sharing with y'all what I'm doing for long term. 1,000 shells I'm fixing to vacuum seal. I had the vacuum seal literally right here. 1,000 shells I'm putting away. I'm putting another 1,500 rounds of 22. And in the back, right there, I'm putting approximately 400 rounds of 9mm just to put away. And I'm going to start doing this more and more and more and more. Start thinking long term. If the stores close tomorrow, what you have is what you have and that's it. Don't go buy a new boomstick because, oh my God, I just wanted this. Stick with what you have. If you don't have anything, don't go beyond a 22. Your goal is to put as much ammunition away as possible. A boomstick without ammunition is nothing more than a paperweight. That's all it is. Begin thinking long term. If the power goes out, what are your plans? Be without electricity is fun and dandy for a couple of days. But let's say, for example, that the power goes out and it's 40 below. We have been dealing with 30 or 40 below for an entire month. In fact, today is the first day that it's finally less than 20 below. 21 below is today. So, do you have ways to have electricity, to store electricity? I mentioned to you all before that we would have given anything to have an Opus when I was in Cuba. So I will recommend you to go check out Opus and make sure that your power needs are met. Keep in mind, an SHTF is not going to be a 1 day, a 2 day, a week, not even a month. It's going to be a long time. If Q is any indication, we are looking at years. Power outages, camping, work on the go. Opus keeps you connected at home and outdoors. With clean, reliable energy, Opus powers freedom. Opus, the choice of the frontier preppers. If you'd like to support the channel, check out the links in the pinned comment below. Consider joining our Frontier Prepper Squad or let an add to your run. It really does make a difference. And always remember, those who prepare today will not struggle tomorrow.